Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is V and this is my first proper official YouTube video. I am a mum of one. She is 3 years old and her name is Clara, and I have a cat called Vinny. I'm a single mum and I am the only earner in the household, and I have a full-time job. I am a project manager. And I don't have currently any other source of income. So I have been on a budgeting journey since last year, since I separated from my ex-husband. So let's begin. My income is £3,352 per month. And generally, this is how I divide it. So obviously, we would start with my bills first. I do own my property and I pay mortgage. And every month, that should be £829.49. Then we have gas and electric, and that comes to £87. It hasn't yet gone up for me, but I am bracing myself for that to happen. Then we have water, and it is £35 a month. Sky is £59 a month. I'm not going to lie, I'm going back and forth on wanting to cancel it or keep it, or cancel it or keep it. This is not only a TV package, this is my internet as well. It's actually mainly my internet, but it has a small basic TV package attached to it. So yeah, we'll see where we get to with that one. Netflix, it is £9.99. It's gone up, hasn't it now? Life insurance, it is £52.32. Pet insurance is £25.50. Now, Vinny is quite old. Well, I say he's quite old. He's 12 years old, going on 13. So that's actually gone up £6 from last year, and I didn't realize, and it auto renewed. So yeah, I was a little bit gutted about that, but anyway, we'll see what we can do next year to try and bring it down. But yes. Then we've got Apple storage. That's my iCloud, because I take way too many pictures of my kid and I need extra storage, and that's £2.49 a month. Then we have the Ring plan. I do have a Ring alarm system and doorbell, and if any of you know how it works, you have to pay a monthly fee for it to actually work properly and ring people when it actually rings, otherwise it just rings. So that's £8. Pet treatment, that's Vinny's flea treatment, and that's £4 a month from Pets at Home. Car finance. Car finance is actually £68.71. Now, I do appreciate that normally this would be considered like a debt. I don't really consider it as a debt because my car is about 10 years old, and I actually bought it last January because in my divorce, I ended up not having a car and I needed to get a car quite quickly. And at the time, funds still needed to be resolved, so I didn't have much of a budget. So I ended up putting down a small deposit and paying the remainder as a car loan. But to be perfectly honest, I mean, it is old and it's got a few issues, this car. So I'm not going to get upset if the loan doesn't get paid off, and I'm kind of considering it more like I'm hiring the car for the month. I know it's a really weird way of thinking about it, but that's the reason why I'm not including it as part of a debt. Because really, if that car goes and I need to get another loan, then that's probably going to happen. Anyway, I digress again. I do talk a lot, you'll realize that. Council tax, it is £118. Gym. Now, I'm a bit annoyed about this. I actually had frozen my gym membership. My gym membership is normally £28.99, and I'd frozen it. You can freeze it for 3 months at no extra cost. So I thought, you know what? I'm not quite ready to go back to the gym, Omicron and all of that. Plus, I'm feeling rather lazy, but I also have a problem with my back. So I thought I'll freeze it for 3 months. Well, I had actually purchased an app in the middle of lockdown at the beginning of last year when the gyms were closed, and it was about £30 for the year, and it auto-renewed. So although I didn't pay for gym this month, it auto-renewed this app, which is a fit-on app, and that was actually more expensive than the gym, not by much, pence, but it came to £29.49. I have cancelled that subscription now, but there you go. Bank account fee is £2. I do get quite a lot of cashback and benefits from that, so I don't mind paying that. TV license is £13.37. Beauty Pie is £10 a month, and it's ridiculous because I'm now, for any of you that know what Beauty Pie is, it's kind of like a beauty subscription service that gives you credit in order for you to buy highly discounted beauty products. And I have a lot of credit. So I keep paying it because I don't want to lose the credit that I have accumulated, but there's no way that I would spend that amount of money anyway. So yeah, I'm going to have to sort that one out. But for the moment, I am paying the £10 a month. Then I have phone. Now my phone comes to £40 and 75 pence. I am quite excited because my phone gets paid off in March or April this year. So then I'll be able to lower my bill. Audible is normally $7.99, but it's on hold again for a couple of months because yeah, January I knew was going to be quite tight. And finally, nursery. Now, my daughter does go to nursery 3 days a week. She is going to be going to school in September, so yeah, she goes 3 days at the moment. Hopefully I'll be able to up her for the last 3 months before school to 4 days, so it's not so much of a shock for her to go to school. But yes, it is expensive. This month it was £291 and 74 pence. So that is all of my bills, and if you add them all up, it comes to £1,686 and 85 pence, which if you subtract to my income, leaves me with £1,665 and 15 pence. So that is my bills. I know that I need to work this year to reduce some of these bills because I am paying for things that I don't necessarily use. Like I said, Sky and the Audible and the gym and all of that. But at the moment, this is what it is. And then we'll see how things develop as the year goes by. Now, for my debt, this year is going to be a big focus on my debt. Now, I purchased a mattress, a Nectar mattress last year, and it was a scheme that basically charges you on your credit card every month. So it's not like a loan as such, it's more like a credit card with no interest. And basically my last payment, I believe, is on the 30th of April. So for the moment, I pay £42.61 per month. Then windows. In September last year, I purchased 2 windows for my home, and it came to about £3,000. I was able to pay £1,500 as a deposit, but I do have £1,500 left to pay. And I have until September this year to pay the balance off without incurring interest. So I am working quite hard to try and pay that amount. When we'll go through my sinking funds in another video, you'll see that I already have quite a bit of money saved up, but this month I am able to put away or to budget at least £100. I would have liked it to be more, but unfortunately, I have incurred some extra charges from last month. I was meant to have gone abroad for Christmas, which we did, but unfortunately we got stuck and we had to pay for some extra tests, etc., etc. So I had to pay myself back for my December, and that came to £72.54 to basically square me back out. Therefore, the total for debt was £215.15, which leaves me with £1,450. Then we move on to savings, and I always budget the same every month. It is £50 for myself and £50 for my baby girl, and that takes it to £100, which leaves us with £1,350. Then for sinking funds, I budget £435, which leaves with £915. Oh, I wrote on the wrong line, haven't I? Oh no. For those of you wondering, this is a one of those books that you write with a special pen, and then you can scan it via an app and it becomes like a digital note. However, as a left-handed person, it can be quite tricky because every time I write, I tend to go over with my finger, which is quite annoying, but yes. It's a very useful book to have, especially for my work. So yes, sinking funds is £435, which leaves us with £915, and the £915 is actually what we use for our spending this month, which leaves us naught. And that is a zero-based budget. I'll just run through what is part of the sinking funds, and I will show you what I set up. So as you can see here, I've got sinking funds and the 5 weeks of January, and the spending and the 5 weeks of January. Now I just wanted to run through with you what I do actually save for every month. So I have annual payments, and that includes things like Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, my garden bin, which is an annual payment, and my travel insurance. I have my home insurance, which is my building and contents, my car insurance. I was actually lucky enough to be able to pay my car insurance in one lump sum in December, which is also one of the reasons why I slightly went over last month and I had to pay myself back. So now I'm starting to save for next January. Car maintenance, swimming. My daughter goes swimming currently every Sunday, so I save up for her classes. Christmas, gifts, holiday, medical or healthcare, whichever you want to call it. And Vinny, it's basically his yearly boosters and worming tablets and things like that. I think he has it in, can't actually remember when he has it. I think it's June. I want to say June. It used to be April, but because of COVID, I think they did it in June last year, and it was fine. So yeah, I save up for him. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the total down of what I'm going to put in the sinking fund each week, but I will talk you through what I put individually at the beginning of the weeks. So for week 1 on sinking funds, we have got £70. For week 2, we have got £95. Week 3, we've got £90. And in fact, we have £90 for the rest of the weeks. And then for spending, so obviously groceries, household products, fuel, petrol, it's actually diesel. Vinny, that is for his food and his cat litter, because I buy so I think it's 120 pouches from Amazon. So that can be quite expensive. So I save up weekly for that, which technically means it's a sinking fund, but bear with. Spending, so it's my own spending money. Date night. So I think I mentioned that I am divorced. I do actually have a new partner. He's also divorced and he also has a child. He has a little boy. So we have been together for a little while now. So we are starting to do things together more as a as a as a as a whole, as kind of like a new little family. So we do go on date nights when we don't have the kids, and obviously I do budget for family time because I really do enjoy spending the money on the kids together. I love spending money on his kid. He has a lovely little boy, and I like to save up for that. Home, so anything I need for the house that is not household, more like bits of furniture, cushions, whatever else. Clara, my daughter, that's for anything she may need in the month. Clothes, shoes, any extra unbudgeted activities. Clothes, that's for me. And you guys, I'm the kind of person that loves spending on everybody else but me. And my partner made me swear as part of like a new year, new me sort of setup that I would make a little budget for myself so that I can treat myself sometimes when I need to. So there's not going to be a lot of money going on here, but yeah. And same for beauty. And on that note, forgive the nails. I do have an appointment this Friday, but they're still very Christmassy, which I'm sure we're all bored of by now. But yeah, so clothes and beauty are for me, and they're my sort of like new resolution treat. Let's see if I can stick to it or whether I end up putting this money in other funds, as I've previously done. School. Now, Clara is going to school in September, and I know that it can be quite expensive, and I am not yet sure whether my ex-husband will be able to help me with any sort of fee, like a uniform or anything like that. So I decided to start early to save, and I've already got a little bit of money, not much, a little bit of money in there, but every month I want to make sure that I put even just a little bit aside to make sure that come July, August this year, I don't feel like I have basically no money for her uniform, etc., etc. So it's kind of like a back to school, I guess, except that she's never been to school, so it's starting school. Cleaner. Yes, I do have a cleaner. She's amazing. She does a couple of hours for me every other week. And then miscellaneous, I do put aside a little bit of extra money, not a lot, to try and and buffer me out. But yes, that is what I spend on a weekly. So again, let's go through the same exercise. So we have got £340 just stuff on week 1. We have 155 on week 2, 140 on week 3, 145 on week 4, and 135 in week 5. The reason why it is so much more on week 1 is because for the first week of the month, I do pay my cleaner for the month in advance. She's been cleaning for me for years, so I trust her that she's not just going to take the money and run. So I pay her for the month in advance. And also, although normally for date night, I would split during the week, myself and my partner actually have got a bit of a date night booked for the first week of January, and I kind of need the money for the month ahead, because I know that we're not going to be doing anything else for the rest of the month. So I've allocated the whole full amount on week 1. So this is it, you guys. This is the budget for the month. I will make sure that I will update you on my week 1 and showcase how I divide the sinking funds and spending, so watch out for that. Apologies if I rambled on a little bit on this video. It is my first proper video and I'm sure I will get better at that, but thank you for bearing with me. Any comments and advice, really appreciated, and thank you for those who have subscribed already. Just looking at my intro, it's really made my day. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one.